take it all the way in regulation, so they've got a third damn chance.
And we play Inferno for the 13th time here at the conference stage, so it equals Mirage right now. However, Sprout taking CT side after winning the knife round, and no surprise to see that. But it is a very slow, methodical approach coming out from GODSENT. Just grouping up deep in second mid, deep in mid, waiting out any pushes. Now, Spitty actually could find some timing with his push, but he's not going to find the main group of GODSENT. He's just going to be there on the wings waiting. So they do group up back towards that banana. They have options still to go back towards top mid, so could just deathball it in. They do have some utility, so watch the way that they layer it. That will be the key. That will unlock how they play this round. Smoke is going to buy some time for them too.
They have the
Spitty's
flank.
locked them in.
Man, so deep into enemy territory. He's able to go for that fast flank as well. Let's see if the stack is enough to send GODSENT back into Spitty's crosshairs. It looks like they're just going to be smashing it forward, hiding. Farben not going to be able to fight here at all. It's that smoke at CT, just breaking up the crossfire, but it's going to be the boost. K able to take a bit of contact. Spitty as well. His hand has been shown, and he's looking to make it happen here on the flank, but the other two from Con can't stop that bomb from going down. It's a man advantage for GODSENT.
Now, let's just see what they've got here in this retake. They don't have any utility. They have to fight this out. However, they're here right now. Oh! So, timer shouldn't be a factor, but if Spitty can find Demau, and he does, it makes the job harder now for Phelps and Taco, the two experienced players on this GODSENT roster. They're going to have to combine. There's a lot of damage done. Taco's good for one, and he's going to have to find more, but he will not be able to. Sprout will take that pistol round. The 10-second defuse comes in, but they were slow and methodical. Spitty had so much info, so much territory taken with that flank.
And just drew so much attention as well, taking two of the heads of GODSENT, looking in the wrong direction, enabling that push to come in from the coffins, and you could see just how much it meant to Sprout to win that CT pistol. Riles was screaming in his microphone in excitement at the end of that one as the defuse came through. But there you have it. 4 from 5 rather. Pistol rounds won by Sprout now.
Buy coming out from GODSENT has only a spattering of utility on everyone beside Taco. And again, just deep set. GODSENT waiting out friends, waiting out utility layering from Sprout. K is going to just take power of position. He's now going to be supported by that secondary smoke too, so we'll have Riles with him. Bracket control on the cards for GODSENT.
And the apps control is there as well. Sprout a relatively decent setup here just to put some pressure back into bracket. GODSENT making some noise here at the top of mid. Util dropped as well. Good idea from Taco. And leaving it for the rest of the troops in case he did fall on that contact plate.
Something worse than going down with a full belt of utility.
Exactly. So well thought out from the IGL. GODSENT now looking to speed things up at Banana, but Riles is still here and holding. Couple of bullets, not going to be able to finish off any of the GODSENT players just yet, but K has the pea shooter to make light work of them. Finish off what Riles started, and he's almost able to do it, but Laddo keeping the dream alive with 2 kills over towards the B side.
Oh, you got to feel for Slacks. He went down so cheaply there, and all the damage is done. All he needed to do was land a single bullet, and that would have been enough to at least bring it down to a 2 versus 1 in favor of Sprout, but it is the 2v2. They have a single flash now on Farben.
Ooh. They were looking to go for the liquid, but again, the resmoke comes through, jump up, not heard by Demau. The spam through, okay, it's good for GODSENT. Lato on 24 HP, picking up 3, and that first round for GODSENT.
They are going to exchange rounds here, Mac. I can see it, I can feel it. Round for round, blow for blow. And, okay, just flash of light. Slacks just went down so cheap. That's great work from Laddo.
Yeah.
Great work from Laddo, that raw adjustment.
Always good to see some solid mechanics here at this level of gameplay. Expected, but still good to see that it works out. Oh, Molly, not enough to stop Spitty from surviving. It's a very risky play, and Faven over the top with the M4, which has been brought up into the round, is going to find first blood, second found by Riles as well, and things get a little dicey for GODSENT. Let's see if they can play back from the two-man disadvantage.
Yeah, that is going to zone to tease that smoke, but they're going to peek through it. GODSENT have fallen, and it's down to a 2 versus 5 now. This is doable for GODSENT. They have some utility, they have decent weaponry. Just going to keep trying to re-aggress in B. They have no info and presence anywhere else on the map, so just got to make sure that they don't get stepped.
I believe they heard the spam from both the Galil and the AK, so Sprout should know both players are here. The A-site player's not budging. They're just full reliance on this setup from CT. 3-man crossfire. And Lato back towards the enemy. Smoke comes in. Looking to make the timing work. Boost is not effective. Riles. He's going to fall. You know, one more CT's there, but K just sneaky at New Box. There's 20 seconds and the timing of the peak is perfect. Finishing that one off, and Barton now just looking to keep the rifle into the neck. 15 seconds, no chance at B. And the CTs staying respectful, happily going to take the round.
No upgrade on offer for Barton either. He's just got to take what he can. Just making sure that maybe Sprout don't go on to take that extra weapon at the bottom of mid, but they take the round. I'm going to say that's probably more important for them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Riles has just picked the pockets of GODSENT so many times with these cheeky deagle steps.
Yeah. You think back to Ancient when he did it a few times.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even have to think that hard. They're just those memorable moments.
Crisp shots. They just stick in your mind. GODSENT sticking their way into Banana early. The CT is looking to hold some util. But still contest for it after the smoke fades here at half wall. K. That's Sandbags. It's that AK to play with, saved from before. And Riles could get some good investment from this HE.
Yeah, it was looking tasty.
Yeah. Opts to hold it instead. Double back here. Like Sprout, they're just going to play for retake on B. It's in 4 towards A, but in comes that half-wall flash, and maybe K will come back.
Riles got slipped the smoke on the way out with the rotator, so got to try and make this single smoke that he's got work. GODSENT will be afforded the patience to let that play, but they're going to stack. Oh, going to stack. A-bomb site.
Well,
they're going to come now.
They just flashed mid, cleared it out completely. No GODSENT aren't there, so that's why the rotation is starting to come back to Mao. There's another flash to try to fake and maybe draw some more attention. But Faven none the wiser.
Yeah, this wrap smoke is good too. The big pressure going to be on the shoulders of Faven. Plays the Goblin. Works it nicely. Well, they have control of the site here, GODSENT. Oh, that's nice.
Huge one coming out from Phelps, and that could already solidify the round. Slacks deep in CT. Hoping that maybe someone from GODSENT will put a foot wrong. Give Sprout a chance in the round. It could be Phelps, but the man just needs to hide here at New Box, and he's got the patience to do so. And a whole lot of help from the rest of GODSENT there. But a big round coming through. Even with the info Sprout, they just couldn't get into the right positions. It was Phelps holding that bomb plant. Was so damn important for the grand scheme of things. And GODSENT keep it even, 2 rounds apiece.
Wasn't just that too, it was the late flash that came after they cleared mid that just created a conundrum for Sprout. They then were forced to keep numbers on that A-bomb site. And Faven plays that off angle here, but in the meantime, it's all going down in that A-bomb site. Just great work from Phelps. securing the bomb site, securing the round, putting Sprout on the back foot. They're still going to buy, though. MP9, Deagle. And it saved weaponry.
Just smoke here. One way at T-stairs for GODSENT to try to play over. But Sprout are going aggressive early. Taking that banana control, but it cost them a whole lot of those health bars.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's going to be viable control for them. They're not going to have the HP to stick around too long. Once these smokes fade, the MP9s are going to back off entirely. Just leave Spitty. That M4 does have a smoke to drop. Buy some time. GODSENT. They are so well grouped here towards bottom of banana.
Yeah. Well, good timing on that smoke refresh, but GODSENT going through dry. Nade towards the top, and Spitty makes his way to the top of half wall, but he's not going to be there too long. Lato knocking him down, taking his head with him, and the 3 CTs tagged up at the start. They still survive. It's Spitty who's gone. He had full HP, but look at this micro-aggression rather from Slacks. Just edging forward down mid. Hard clearing the corner, but he's looked away. He's only halved it. And there you have it. That might just be the A site on the menu. GODSENT, they can stick it in reverse and go all the way back to A. Taco, though, committing in towards the pool. Rails, he's going to fall. And GODSENT just backing himself, doing what they do best, and it's hitting shots.
Oh, Barvin, he's woken up from a fever dream.
Oh!
He's in the A bomb. He's in the B bomb site somehow. He's just appeared as that smoke fades and could have really put GODSENT into a pickle, but they recover. Money is no good for Sprout either. They bought in what they could last round, and that has run everything right down to the bottom. The next loss bonus here in this round is 2,400, so they're just going to keep what they've got, no investment.
Ooh, well, Sprout hitting him with that 50-50. Full 5-man stack on the B site, knowing GODSENT have come here, even when the stack was there, so just sending more numbers to strengthen the fort.
We haven't seen them take A yet. Oh,
peekaboo! Couple of CTs coming around the corner at ya, and it's going to be a 3-for-2 trade. Phelps, so knows that they've got absolutely nothing to play with, so eats up all those eco kills. 4 on the board, both in terms of kills for later, for Phelps rather, as well as rounds for GODSENT.
Nice round for the stats. Just tanking all those USPs. To be fair, had they picked him all 4 at once, it might have been a different story. Streaming out one by one. And Sprout now onto that buy. They make these Famises quite viable. Slacks on that AWP too, so...
Ooh, Barton dipping his toes in the molly there. Will survive for now. Taco as well, but he's found first blood. Costing him a lot of HP though.
Both him and Barton have been put down to low HP early on in the piece. Now they're only going to play with 2 towards A here as Spitty. Ooh, okay. He's on top of the pallet.
Just a faster bust. Flash comes through, but only Barton able to commit in through the holes.
And they're just going to pump the brakes here, GODSENT. They don't need to regress just yet. They're just going to go radio silent. This is where the play from Sprout comes out to clear banana.
Much smoke there, and Slacks looking for the aggression into Dig. Finds Demau with a molly in hand. Trying to get that out towards Broken Wall. And the first peek, however, it cost him his life. And maybe GODSENT the round. Sprout positioned and ready, but Phelps sneaky through the moto smoke. Finds Slacks looking the wrong direction. And it's just Spitty here on 14 HP, but he's going to find one with the Famis and buy so much more time for this flank to come through mid. Is it enough to get the round for Sprout?
Taco's on 1 HP, and Phelps is his cover. So this bomb plant's going to come in. Now Phelps, he needs to find the timing on the two players. He's good for the spray, and GODSENT take their 5th. That is disastrous for Sprout. It was always going to be questionable for them in terms of money if they did win the round. But regardless, that loss bonus is not covering where they're at, so they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Pistols invested. Let's see where they land.
Freeze time's over. And Sprout looking like they are going to make it a relatively default setup. 3-2 split. Bit of action with these pieces of util. Banana. And again, just got K looking for some early damage. Zeus in play. Ooh, would get spicy. Thing is, though, GODSENT, they haven't come to apartments too often.
No. Playing percentages, right?
Mm.
I think that's the first round we've really seen GODSENT commit to anything today.
When they do, they've just been peeking into bracket, making some presence known, and then that's it.
It's pretty nice and close. That
Oh,
Zeus.
oh,
No.
oh no, premature. Oh, Zeusy.
Popped off early.
Not going to work this time. Phelps now looking to take point in through the smoke. Awkward for Riles, who's going to be tagged up, jumping for his life, looking to dodge as many bullets as possible. And in comes GODSENT towards that B site, still just waiting for the CTs to make a move. Hitting the brakes when they do take this pool control. Bullets heard, and a late boost up will not be successful, surely. Phelps, he's held this down, but he's ran out of bullets. Demau finishing things off there, and Spitty. You'd have to be dreaming to think of going for this in a 1-on-5 with 18 HP. He just wants to die. He just wants to get into the next and maybe cause some damage, but that's not going to happen. Phelps standing and delivering for GODSENT. 6 now found on the T side. And Jim, let's have a chat about this. Inferno, the only map so far in ESL Pro League for the conference stage that's been even remotely T-sided. I think it's still like 49% or so. But I'll have to pull out the notes to check that one. Every other map has been really, really CT-sided for the conference stage.
I think that just speaks to not only the strength of the CT sides, but where the meta's at the moment. But it also speaks to how well teams are managing their money on their CT side. We're not seeing a lot of throwaway rounds for these teams. Obviously, there's a massive incentive on the other end of this double elimination bracket, right? Like, they play well at this conference stage. They birthed themselves into the group stage of ESL Pro League. So they're here, they're at the initial stage. They made it this far, but they want to take that next step. They want to progress through the groups.
Ooh. No damage coming through there. Just a spam. And Sprout sending 3 to B early. Starting to switch on to GODSENT's little strategies here.
GODSENT dodged the utility from Sprout. And Molotov, though, they will have to wait that out. 3 towards B early on, but now they leave the remaining 2. Oh, Riles. They'll spot the head of Phelps.
It's a beautiful pick to get as well. Phelps has been doing so much work so far for GODSENT. 12-4, look at that. And out of this round, can Sprout capitalize with the man advantage? They're yet to get too much done on these gun rounds. But Slacks, there's another. Demau Gonski, Spatako speeding up on the other extremity now. Starting to try to cause a little bit of chaos. Molly goes down, but so does Taco. Speedy up on the balcony. Falls into pit just in time to find a second on the button. And that could already be the round. Lato, he's been having a very good day at the office. But a 1-on-4, it's a big ask.
Starts with this, though. Potential 1-on-1 here at B. Slacks does not want to take that. Good for it. And that is a round that Sprout desperately needed. They keep 3 alive.
Now, I've got the stats, Jim.
Okay.
I was off by about 6%. It's actually 55% of the rounds won on Inferno so far here in the conference stage is 55%. So the only map that actually still has a T-sided stat going for it.
I was going to say, when you said 49%, I'm like, Mac, that's not greater than 50. It's not.
Yeah, but it's better than like the other maps. The other maps are like 60, 56,
But it's
58, all towards the CTs.
It's still CT-sided.
I said the most T-sided. Jim, I thought you were supposed to listen to all of my words, just not just some of them. You know,
I listened to the select few.
I know a lot of them don't make sense. I apologise for that. But the ones that I want to make sense, I say, it's just open to interpretation.
Right.
Yeah.
Live my life open to the interpretation. However, the interpretation of this A bomb site hit has not been entirely telegraphed. And, well, Demau will be able to get that bomb plant. The retake is good for Sprout.
Oh.
However, Taco makes things interesting. Back to a 2v2. And that Molotov as well. Each have a molly.
Just forces that one-on-one with the mid flank coming through. Demau onto both of them. Took a couple of taps to Slacks, but only one onto the head of K. And that's a huge 2v3 for GODSENT to win. Now, I just want to go back. Baven, he got a kill from up on the plants up on the balcony there. But for him to throw the molly into Boiler and then look back a second later expecting a bust from GODSENT was big brain.
It happens, right? Like, how often does that Molotov, flush someone out more than it is acting as a deterrent? Oh, big aggression again. Barban. Oh, he's got the insurance policy of Slacks, a second mid.
Slow down. Good coverage. Slacks keeping him alive, finding two more. And GODSENT, after winning a crucial round, all of a sudden, it's a 2-on-5 with a whole lot of work to do, expecting the CTs to fall back. GODSENT cut a few too many corners that round. And it's going to be 4 on the board for Sprout.
Barban, very, very... through his legs.
Speak about threading the needle.
Oh, bit too close for comfort for me. Barban tried to get slippery.
Let's see if Sprout are good for 5 here. GODSENT economy. Very damn low. Speedy, see you later. A bit too big for his boots, peeking in apps there. Taco is at the ready. Now some damage back towards Phelps there. Over towards Banana. Sprout need to start to go for a bit of a reconnaissance mission, which they are going to do here at Bracket. It's a risky stack. But GODSENT taking a while to take Banana, so it could just pay off.
Going with 4 on 8. 4 out of 4 CTs. Now, they got info that there's nothing going on in mid. Now, it's going to make the rotation go back to B. It is not going to end up in a foot race, though, because GODSENT, they still have to clear out all those angles. Remember, Sprout had early Banana control.
They've just been so proactive. Not only stacking the A site with 4, but looking like that could be a scenario at B as well. And they're not going to do anything to get back into towards the top of Banana. They know that all that util was thrown, and GODSENT reading this perfectly. Slacks is solo, and he's gone through! What? Oh, I thought he wasn't going to be traded, but the spam is there, and Demau now taking that one. They know that he's the anchor as well, so I thought they were actually going to speed up. They've hit the brakes, and this has given Sprout a moment to rotate in. Demau, though, hears all these footsteps. However, they've been able to trade and keep it back to 2-on-2. Can't stop the cross to sight just yet. He's still here fighting solo. Phelps needs to connect. He's got no time to get this bomb and plant it. He needs to get it. No scope at the perfect moment. And he's just going to get this bomb down. 2 HP, Jim.
And he has the HE.
Oh!
Bowls in middle stump. And that one goes through to Sprout. I was waiting for it. Phelps needed to aggress almost immediately after getting that bomb plant. There was no way. Not with the HE on the belt of rolls. How does he get away with that, Mac?
Oh, the no-scope. We've seen a few ridiculous no-scopes in the last couple of days.
This was audacious at best from Slacks.
Yeah. Oh, blink and you'll miss it. Sharp flick, rolls the dice, and it works out for him. However, it wasn't the round found. It was just huge financial damage to Sprout's economy. And Sprout looking to try and keep this one as even as possible, hunting for their 6th. GODSENT finally back onto the pistols. Economy cracked.
The incentive is there, though, as I said, with the carrot being dangled to break Sprout back. So only partial investment coming out from GODSENT. Everything they take out of their economy is gold. And There's no doubt Sprout going to be mindful of that. Very defensive with their setup. They've got that one deep player in pit and graveyard. Riles, though, needs to be careful.
Just dangerous gameplay coming out everywhere. But speaking of coming out, it's the bust from apartments. Big flash blind Spitty, but he's going to regain his sight in time to take 2 men with him, swing through. And the Deagle starting to lay down some groundwork, but no real space created. Not enough to get that bomb planted. Riles holds his ground and shows up to hold the A site firm.
Slacks has plenty of cash, so he might be able to redistribute that. I would be surprised to see if Spitty goes on to the famous. No, he gets dropped an M4. So GODSENT now are looking good with their buy. Plenty of utility to speak of. And it's just Barton on that Mac 10, so maybe something slightly faster from him. Just those early grenades. Exchange the banana.
And Phelps, no more success found. Slacks a risky play to get boosted up on the half wall that early. But it does net that first kill. GODSENT, however, starting to do pressure the other side of the map now. Speedy able to hop for 1 and Faven close to trade. So things going very well indeed for Sprout, as they're already going for this huge rotation. Bomb stuck in pit though, spotted and held by Riles. It's just Taco in a 1-on-4, and the man's won a couple of these tonight almost. Taking Slacks down 2. Bit of Galil. The beg for some more. Ooh. How's this timing work here? Another nade found, thrown right over the top. Tickling Farvin. But in the grand scheme of things, with 50 seconds on the clock, Taco has so much more work to do, and the CT's positioned all to swing off one another here. Both at the A site. Ragdoll in the way. And Taco
Doing a push-up.
get past Fave, and he can. Oh! Reading the CT setup like a book, but not expecting Slacks there at Moto to be the second point of contact. So, well played to get a few more kills on the board and keep the economy in question for Sprout. However, it's only the last round now. That means that there is no financial woes for Sprout and GODSENT. They are in trouble because they couldn't get the bomb planted. And even with the max round loss bonus, no A case.
It's tough for them. However, oh, the run boost. No opponent, though, to duel. Oh, Slacks has just taken the liberty, pushing in mid. Taco has been eliminated early on.
Shot his finger off.
Yeah. That's all it needed to be. But once they get that opening pick, they fall away. Sprout back to the bomb sites, back to that 3-2 standard split we see from CTs time and time again. Again, deep set though, not having eyes on bracket. They don't have carpet control. Sprout are super passive. And GODSENT are going to exploit that with the contact play.
Good timing on that re-smoke at Apps, though. And plenty of flashes for Sprout to actually go and find some info. But it looks like we're going to see this waterfall again. Demau with 1 flash. That's all GODSENT have to make it out of apartments now. And in comes that push, but it Slacks and Spitty again to hold down the A site so damn perfectly. If it's 5 alive for Sprout, that's definitely a message sent. But Demau, 1-on-5. Man's got the bomb out on an island that he's not going to be able to grab here. 1 found, but 2 HP. Leaves more to be desired. And Sprout take 8 into the half. Statistically, GODSENT are in trouble.
Hands up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Get right back, show him how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Get right back, show him how to make a miracle.
An interesting end to the first half as Sprout take the lead. Going into the T side, and Inferno, it's a map. It's the only map here in the conference that has been T-sided. So we'll see if GODSENT can really go against the stats, or if they're going to be able to lock it all down and finish things off here. Get Taco into yet another ESL Pro League group stage. But let's see how history's written.
It's often written by the victor. And that is exactly what Sprout are going for. They want their own fairy tale, Mac. They want that lower bracket run, the dream run. Slacks is spotted out. Zoom out. Early contact. No rotation whatsoever. It is a 4-1 stack. Zoom out is actually going to surrender control of the bomb site. That might end up disastrous. K, he's got a world of information at his fingertips.
Whoa. Gets that bink in through the wall as well. Demao, though, cops another. And GODSENT, 2 players within an inch of their lives. K escapes away. And it's going to be the B site found by Sprout.
Morales. K's got all to contend with it mid.
Oh, they're just going to disregard him. Jump across. Okay. Go for the round instead of the man just baiting attention in T-spawn. They're looking to go forward as well. 5-7 trying to lead the charge, and it's Demao locking down CT spawn. T's now going to be pincered by the CTs, and they're all the way into sight already. It's just Spitty at the back of sight, who's still hidden. But the smoke about to bloom, and it's awkward now. The defuse's being wrangled through, but they're off it for the moment. The knife comes through, and it Phelps of all things crazy going on. Marvin with another. What's going on here? The man, he's managed to pull out the 4K. 2 knives in the mix. What a round from Sprout.
What on earth has happened there, Mac? That is absolute pandemonium. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
How has he done it? And Sprout, that is now 5 from 6 pistols, 1 in this series. They are so damn good.
And he hits the one-tap dirt nap.
Oh. What was that round? Give me more of that.
Oh, inject that straight into the veins.
Well, let's break this down. Yeah, 30 seconds in. Had to breathe for a second because I couldn't while I was casting. And got GODSENT with the 3-2 split. Barton, the only man with a primary weapon. Deegs for the rest of GODSENT. A whole lot of smokes purchased up just to try to fend away Sprout if they do decide to try to come towards this B side of Inferno. Sprout just playing anti, waiting for GODSENT to make a move. But the nades could be tremendous for GODSENT if Sprout do run through this choke.
Wonder what waits for them on the other side. They're not locked into this site by any means. Bomb still watching on from mid.
Ooh.
Ralls would suspect would be the fodder.
But Faven, being the point man, he's thrown that smoke away as well to look to lead the charge. However, if the AK gets into the hands of the CTs, then all of a sudden you're worried. But GODSENT still here, still kicking. Nade in hand from Lato, just looking for the right moment to drop it. In they come, and the Deagles striking. 20 seconds, Sprout now looking to go back to A, but they don't have time. They realise it. Flank from Spitty is good for one, but Demau still fighting. 14, they need to plant, and they haven't managed to force Lato out from New Box yet. Demau taking contact. Slack's not able to stop this one from happening, and Lato can't stop the bomb from going down. So there's the plant. It's a 2-on-2.
There's a lot of HP taken away from Riles. K's also within that one tag range. So Taco and Barton could be effective. Taco should set him into a double somersault, and Riles goes down now too. Taco wants Pro League.
He's fighting for it, Jim.
Group stages. That's where he's carved a name for himself. They want progression from this conference stage.
Oh my God, initially with the jumping shot, I thought it was another Deagle. I saw that Riles was on 5 HP and What a round. What a damn round. Sprout falling over their feet, trying to call last second decisions. Unfortunately, didn't have the time to go back towards A, or didn't think they had, especially going into uncharted waters. But GODSENT keeping it nice and close and getting a fair few rifles into this one. Sprout, they're forced up as well, backing themselves to try to cause the upset again.
Need to be careful though. GODSENT don't want to surrender these weapons to the two AKs on Sprout. Now, early exchange, super aggressive banana presence from GODSENT, but A is far more passive.
Smoke fading. A dunking onto K there. Gonna make these kills take one less bullet. Ooh, Demau. I don't know if he was spotted. Into the logs here. Deep flash to try to allow him to fight for some more. Lato, long range support. However, losing his teammate, he'll just fall back and look to try and buy some time for Phelps to rotate in.
That Molotov stopping Sprout in their tracks. And they're just going to group up. Oh, that timing in second mid. Taco's just slipped the net.
And Barton. Oh, re-aggression to bracket.
Ooh.
Almost secures the round, but Spitty, 30 seconds. 4 players to get past, 3 of which are on half HP. The old Deagle, that's 1 bullet. The new one, that's 2.
A lot of work to do. No HP to do it with. Taco secures this one for GODSENT. Ties everything up. The investment from Sprout means that they will just have to sit on the sidelines this round.
More importantly, GODSENT, CT side, 4 alive means that is going to be the economy starting to build. That's exactly what GODSENT want if they want to try to get out into a lead. So win condition is just keep on slogging on with as many of these CTs alive as possible. Sprout Got some Glocks and a Zeus into the round.
I don't know about that, Kay. I don't know if the CTs are going to get that adventurous.
He's hoping so.
I would love to see an aggressive T-sided Zeus. I really would. I doubt whether it's going to happen. This may be one of the few chances you see it.
Ooh, line up. Them out. Just threading those bullets in through the flesh of Sprout. And there's not too much that Sprout can do from this point. Deagle to play with.
Okay.
Slacks. Firing up.
So there's not too much they could do, but I mean, Slacks is going to give it a good nudge. And Spitty has his chin tickled. It's all on Slacks' shoulders, and he is out of there quicker than a rat up a drain pipe.
High tension. As GODSENT start to string some rounds together. Had a quick look at the stats, and even though this map itself in the conference has been more T-sided than CT, GODSENT's stats still favour their CT side is where they're getting their most rounds on Inferno. And it looks like that could be the case, but will it continue? Because Sprout, they're back on the guns.
Slow progression towards top mid. That smoke is going to halt Slacks momentarily. Taco, he's going to be in support of Barton.
Whoa.
That's a great line to be held. Now, Farvan's waiting on the other side. They're going to
Spotted Slacks.
have they though? They're going to take that fight. That's a good clearance from GODSENT. And Riles misses his chance to peel the numbers back in favour of Sprout. GODSENT are looking the goods.
Just hitting every single thing that comes towards them, playing off one another so well here on the CT side. We'll see what Sprout can do in the 2-on-5. Technically a 2-on-2 here at A. Phelps a little bit too far away. Rail's falling, and that's going to be the bomb out in the open. Spitty, oh, timing is not going to favour him this time. And that's 11 on the board for GODSENT, starting to really get everything going in their favour. As we head into round 21, let's see if they can put another on the tally.
It's not looking hopeful for Sprout in this round. There is some investment. There is Tech 9 and 50-50, upgraded pistol here. Sprinkling of utility there. But what they really need are bomb plants. And they are proving to be few and far between so far. GODSENT watertight on their CT side. Pretty standard play here towards B. Jimel on contact. Lado on that util. That Molotov's just going to force the hand of Sprout. Going to stream on into this site though. Going to try and make that util work.
And work it will. Okay, Nate comes to play. Slacks looking to find any upgrade to his weaponry. Tech 9 found bomb though in the water, and that's going to be hurt as well, but the smoke fades, and it's just enough time to push through and secure another now for GODSENT. 3 in the lead. 4 rounds away from booking that ticket all the way to the group stage of ESL Pro League. And they can bloody taste it. Look how they're playing.
It's a tantalising prospect, isn't it? Play through conference stage, into groups. Sprout, we talked about their Cinderella story, and they're going to need to do what they can in this round to keep that alive.
Yeah. Well, Farvan starts things off nicely for Sprout, getting that opening.
And unfortunately, Dumao goes down early, so the clock has not quite struck midnight just yet. Oh, Slacks opens up on B now too. They've got options.
Ooh. Well, I said GODSENT could taste it, but maybe it's caused a little too much pressure.
All right, Mac, this is that stage of the competition, right, where Sprout, they either complete that Cinderella story
Yeah.
or they turn into a pumpkin.
Or, of course, the glass slipper cracks. That's an option as well. Taco looking to be the rock that shatters them, and 4Ts walk past him looking away. Slack splits around and gets one. But, oh, my Lord, Sprout got pretty lucky there.
I don't think there's much hope here for Laddo.
Nah.
I'm sure he would beg to differ.
Looking at the economy, he might just go for a crack anyway. He's the only one that is really down in the dumps in terms of that money in the bank. Phelps as well getting there, but
Yeah, he might just save for his own back pocket, to be honest.
or just try to do as much financial damage as possible. GODSENT realised Sprout's economy is not in a great way, and he's going to start to strike early. Nade as well in hand. He knows what he can do here. Oh, it's dropped at a perfect point. However, he's dodged it nicely.
Oh.
Slacks goes down, but so does Lad. Okay, fighting for his life. And the other two will survive. I think Bomb was planted at the back of side as well, so that nade wouldn't have done too much. But again, that will still have an effect. Keep the Sprout economy very damn low.
He took 3. There was 3 out of that round, right?
Yeah.
He took the additional 2, so objective achieved. That is put Sprout in a position where they've been pruned slightly with that economy. And you can see, I mean, just GODSENT this half have looked so good, so clinical. And here we go. It looked very difficult for GODSENT to get themselves into a position where they could win the round, but the next best thing for them occurred, and that was weapons out of the economy for Sprout. So this is a crucial time for these teams to talk things out. Sprout want rounds, so do GODSENT. We're going to come into a full gun round here, so let's just see how Sprout work it.
Early molly. Looking to take banana, but Faven catches 2 nades, one in both hands. 49 apiece, and the man's got 2 HP. Oh, looking to find a timing, but dodging every bullet. Smashed towards him. Faven takes the first kill.
How does he got
GODSENT
that?
do not know how close they were to knocking him down a notch.
If there's a stiff breeze through banana, Faven would fall.
Well, he's dodged that, as well as the Molotov, right in front of his feet. This man, a machine. He's looking to be the info gatherer. Point man up bracket. Just Taco here to try to buy some time to smoke. The top of mid. Not enough to maintain this control. Sprout waiting for the smoke to fade, flash to dig. But staying perfectly silent in terms of the footsteps. Now, Slack's trying to sell the fake at B, but hasn't drawn any more rotations. Liquiding, it's not going to work. Faven falling, and there's that info. The Taco was looking for another kill as well, and he's going to equal it up on 3 apiece. However, just like that, Slacks falls. And now Spitty and Riles, a big job ahead of him.
They do have utility. They do have 2 kits, so they are equipped for this. And Phelps will be the key. Needs to be selective with how he plays that utility. Riles is just going to stick it out the bomb site. Spitty, more of a journeyman, however. He's been spotted out. He's going to take some damage, however. He keeps it back to a 2v2.
Barton, he was running for it, so they know that he's here at dig, and he's looking to draw attention, but Riles still aim trained over towards the arch side, and he's going to find one more to Taco, who's made his way to site. Barton goes for the pre-fire, but it's not worked out, and even though Taco did so much work there for GODSENT, Sprout managed to claw their way back into the round for 11.
Now, GODSENT don't have to try and make their dollar stretch here. They're able to buy back into this, and they are taking a moment to do so. They want to make sure that they get this exactly right. So the late call to buy, who buys what where. They're going to run without that AWP. It makes things difficult in the retake situation. Demau has proven to be quite effective on both the rifle and the AWP in this series. To be fair, it's only Barton who has had a quiet third map. He's been so pivotal for them. Think back how many times he's made 3Ks in this series so far. Look at that utility damage. Farvin again.
Yeah.
He's having a bad time.
Just using it as that rage mechanic. We're trying to come back with more damage when he's damn low, and Phelps looking to trade a couple of blows here at Bracket through the smoke.
It's that bloodlust.
GODSENT playing passive on both sides. No control of Bracket or Banana Sprout. They can have their way with whichever direction they want to send it. GODSENT holding some util, which can definitely slow down a hit. And Sprout just deciding where they want to go. You've got Riles lining up a Moto smoke. One flash from him and one for Faven.
This has got to be it for them. I don't have a second layer of utility.
Yeah. It's all or nothing right now for Sprout. There's that flash. No info, though. Confidence of Sprout to just keep on edging forward slowly, blind. And looking to make the contact play the answer. Saving what util they have. Riles now spotted. Tarko Gonskis. And that's the opening with 30 seconds left now. It's just the two remaining A-site players. Barton playing the headshot line and looking to tap away. Is it going to work out? Faven falling. Bink onto Barton. He's down to one. Make it zip. And Spitty cracking open the A-site. Demel and Lato. Look at the economy. They're going to be forced to save.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to. That's what they're talking about right now. What is our exit strategy? Yes, Spitty and Kate, there's an argument there that they're low. They might be a non-factor, but they don't have time. They don't have info. They're just going to hold it here at Banana. And Demau, Lado.
What a
can
call
they do?
From Sprout to go for the contact. They realized they had not a lot to play with, not a lot of a chance, but they had the map control. So they knew that they could just apply pressure in all the right places, draw that attention, and Spitty, usually coming out of apps, relies on a flash or two to make it happen. But just after getting the info on the remaining CTs, it allowed him to jump out, crack two heads open, and just like that, the round in the bag for Sprout. Oh.
Tarko just caught the shoulder. Gave away his position. That's fierce from Spitty. 12-12 Mac. GODSENT. They're gonna go for it with this save weapon from last round. Or save weapons, plural. They don't have great utility stocks, but it's workable. They have a set of kits on Demau and Tarko. They're giving themselves every possible chance to try to just put Sprout on the back foot. Pivotal few rounds. I feel as though this is the awkward stage of this half, right? One of these teams is going to lose control of their economy.
Let's see. How much util GODSENT hold here? It's the first time it feels like in a long time that they've actually gone for this apps control. A risky maneuver, but they know that Sprout haven't been too fond of going for Bracket through this route. Usually just edging in straight up mid instead. And the two B-site players happy just to give that banana control. 55 on the clock, one smoke thrown. There's still a molly remaining there. Well, two rather. And Demau still with his smoke to buy some time for rotation. Spitty pressures into mid with the flash, and Tarko falls, but the slacks again. Just keeping his teammates alive. The supportive line held.
Slacks is that guy that you always want on your team. You know he's got your back. Spitty is just going to solo it onto A. And, well, he thought he was going to be able to create some space. You can see the momentary movement from Sprout. They were going to go back off B, come back towards A. They thought they'd got their way in, but they're going to go back towards B now. And it's going to take on Lado. He's got a lot of work to do.
Ooh. And he's going to be able to hit one at the right time. Molly slowing the push down and buying some time for Demau to rotate through. Minimal time to get the bomb planted, but it's going to be held. Slacks again. Saving K from his death. And Barton now knows he has to save. He's trying to pick up some extra util there at Bracket. But Sprout back in the lead after GODSENT have had such a solid showing in the second half.
Guess who's been there to pick up the slack?
Oh. Is it Slacks?
Yes.
Oh, not only once, but twice this round, and at least twice in one of those first half rounds, and then many other rounds as well. Man's popping off just when it's necessary.
He's wearing his fragging pants, otherwise known as slacks.
And you've also got K there, who's not having the greatest of games, so you really need the rest of the Sprout players to dig deep, which is, you know, a little bit uncharacteristic because K, every other day we've watched Sprout play, he's one of the key pieces of the puzzle for them.
It's funny because that could have been another pronunciation for his name. He's not the key, he's the K.
It was a conversation we have had in the past.
Yeah, but it is K. 7 and 17. Yeah, it's a quiet one for him. Uncharacteristic, you're right. And still opportunity for him, though, to have impacted Sprout's half. They're still doing well without him. It's not as though they're losing rounds and you're looking to point fingers maybe and just see who's not performing. It's not a case of that. He's been able to find those moments where he's had impact. Now, GODSENT, they're the ones who are looking for something inspirational.
Are they going to find it here with the pistols? They certainly could. There is some util to play around. And a three-man early stack at B. A flash held as well by Demau, who pops one across the top, but it's the opening onto Farvin, which is absolutely huge. Main thing here, Barton escaped away with that AK.
Juggles it to Demau, who has some armor. So they keep that dream alive. Keep 2 at B.
Oh, it's just going to be the early bust at B, and Demau has some impact, but are they going to expect the second man? Speedy will commit to it, and that's going to be B found, but it's a 3-on-3. Pistols for GODSENT. It's all they have, and a flash, a nade, a couple of bits and pieces. It's enough to trade, but can they find the round?
Oh, this is where the exchange is good. They do have a kit, so this could run down to the wire. They have to make these pistols work. Now, Slacks has that line. He's the guy that you want to have that back. He's pulled out util at the worst possible moment. He hits the shot, though, onto Feld, and Barton makes it interesting. He doesn't have too much time to play with. He has a kit, though. Will pick up that extra piece of utility before facing Slacks. Just going to tap the bomb, but it doesn't matter. Slacks is good for the line. GODSENT. They were close, but not close enough.
Old, reliable Slacks, huh? Coming back in and clutching out another after saving his teammates from death. He's now looking to save these rounds up against GODSENT's pistols. Big damage to the economy of Sprout, though. However, bomb planted and then a whole lot of rounds won in a row means there's plenty in the bank there. Slacks still with almost 10K. And GODSENT, they've got themselves a few rifles. And a whole lot of util. Phelps early. Coming and dropping some extra util for GODSENT to hold B with. Big nades, not just hitting Farvin this time, slapping Spitty too.
Yeah, Farvin still cops it, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's risking it for the biscuit. He takes the territory early on.
I'd love to see, you know how there's a utility damage stat? Utility tanked stat.
Yeah. Utility damage taken. Farvin would be up there. Oh, he's even had his toes burn again.
Doing it on purpose now. Just trying to catch a timing with that retake molly. But GODSENT don't go in with it. Happy just to hold their ground and drop this extra smoke. More util, of course, still around the area. No one falling just yet. Where are we going to see Sprout go? Bomb looking like it might just put some pressure back at Bracket. And Phelps got no util on his belt. Hidden here at Cubby, looking to play off Barton's contact.
Rest of the A site, though, they've held on to the utility relatively well. And well, Phelps not going to have any idea of what's going on in front of him in Bracket, but here we go.
Who's this? Barton tucked in at dark, and he's got a little bit of help from Taco as well, who's gone up over the top, unfortunately looking the wrong direction, and K finding an entry. But the two CT players trying to hide here on site. Barton, good for one, and he's going to be able to pick up the AK as well. Man advantage for GODSENT. However, K not going to be able to hold, but the bomb goes down, and Slacks escapes away to dig, but can he hold his ground? Faven looking to wrap in Slacks. Can he save it again? Wide line found from Barton, and he has popped the hell off for GODSENT to keep them in the game. 13 rounds secured.
What on earth? Barton was sitting on something ridiculous. He was 6 or 7 frags 2 or 3 rounds ago.
Yeah.
So we were looking around for players who were, I guess, not fulfilling their potential.
Late to the party.
Late to the party, but they RSVP'd and they're attending.
There's a thing about being late, Jim. It can be fashionable. And Barton, look at him. He's wearing it like a bloody badge.
Stop trying to make it excusable, Mac. We know you're late.
I was doing no such thing. Now, all the way towards the end of regulation is certainly on the cards now, especially if GODSENT want to make it happen here. 16 to 14, 15 to 15. Situations that can both arise. And Sprout, they are running out of money in the tank. Oh, Faven blinded. Beautiful flash from Ladder to set that one up for Demau. And Sprout on the back foot. Let's see if they're good for it.
The back foot is known in quite a few different dance moves. Sprout, though, looking for one last dance here at this B-bomb site.
Oh, Lato playing close here, and that could maybe favour him. Riles lucky to not be tagged by that smoke. Impact could have alerted GODSENT to his position, but again, Sprout just staying silent. Molly at bracket on the other side of things, but GODSENT, they're not hunting for any info. They're just looking to play the numbers. And another flash smoke thrown, rather. One comes in, and now they know that it's probably going to be a B hit. Probability would suggest it, and Lato still just playing so close. There's nothing happening with the boost over the top. K able to connect. Is he late to the party as well? Demau locking things down, and with 20 on the clock, Sprout have to commit here. Molly not going to stop them from making their way into sight. Still 2 players over towards A, so numbers favouring Sprout here. And GODSENT, they're just going to play it patient and look to retake.
This is going to delay the retake so much, waiting for those 2 players from A. They are going to split, though. They're going to send Taco through Banana, and he's got Slacks to contend with. That is a pivotal piece of their post-plant removed, but Slacks is actually going to actively push here. He could be caught out by the timing.
How is this timing? Man's in the open, and Barton coming in late. Better late than never, some do say. Riles on 73 HP has to win the 1 of 4. 2 heads tapped, but 2 less. And it's GODSENT to even it up again. 14 rounds each. Jim, they're playing all 30.
It's going all the way, especially when you look at the economy on Sprout. Check this out. This is a big dip from them in the last round, but it does recover due to that bomb plant.
Yeah.
Due to that bomb plant. Otherwise, they would be in unfathomable territory at this stage of the game. This is interesting too, though. They've kept their timeouts in their back pocket. Normally, they would have expended them by now, but this has been such a to and fro game. I'm actually surprised to see them not use as many as we've seen them use at other stages of the game. Now, what are they going to be able to do here? The bomb plant is going to be priority for them. And they're going to buy down to around. They're going to buy. This is it. They don't want to play for OT.
They want the whole kit and caboodle.
The whole enchilada.
Extra guac. Extra happiness. But can they make it work? That is the one question that matters, Jim.
This is where you don't want the extra cheese, though, Mac.
Why?
You've got to keep it relatively controlled. You don't want to cheese your way through this round. They are going to take quick control of apartments. This is not something we've seen them commonly do.
Passive approach again from GODSENT here on A. And oh, a nice nade stack. I thought it looked better than it was. Spitty chipped to 68 HP and already going for the turtle, given bracket control. Barban as well, already at the top of Banana, but it is just going to be another battle in through the smoke. But who knows which way this one's going to end up. Barban looking to make a solo play happen. But GODSENT, they've been fully aware of this. Every round, the A-side hits come through. Oh, Taco, dangerous contact swing. But he's made it work.
Look at this deep set from GODSENT. They are in this A-bomb site. There's wrap potential back towards B. Risky play at this stage of the game, but they're going to go for it.
Well, Demau's here as well as Phelps over towards Library, but it's going to work for one at least. Lato has the lineup for two, and Favin, he's chimed in. He knows a few more CTs could be round the corner, but he needs the bomb. It's on the other side of the fence, and he needs to try to get back to B, but GODSENT, stop him. Barton, 17 kills on the board when he had, what, 6 or something just like 5 rounds ago. He is really digging deep for GODSENT. The young gun coming through.
That is massive, massive for GODSENT. Look at the money situation. Again, another bomb plant denied for Sprout. They have got to roll the dice. The Cinderella story is potentially over here as the clock is going to strike 16 and not midnight.
Ooh.
Early utility usage from GODSENT. Doesn't net them any damage here. Farvin's learned not to run into these choke points.
Hang back. Be given the bloody control anyway. Lato spotting him though. The jiggle there. And that's going to bait out more util from the CT players. But again, Phelps, he's only got one smoke. You know what that means. He's left the rest over towards that B site.
I'd like a little stat on the next HUD to just see what utility's still on the map somewhere.
Yeah. Smoke at Arch. And Sprout pressuring Bracket at the minute mark. It didn't quite work before because GODSENT were proactive. Swinging dry from the A site. Dueling down through Diggity. But are we going to see the wrap happen? Jump through the smoke now. Sprout looking for the strength in numbers approach, but the CT's not here to hold the wrap just yet. They're turtled up. And now again, they're going to go for a second attempt at the round. The world to Mao. He's found a lineup for two, but K able to trade. Lato not spotted. And the bomb gifted to GODSENT in CT spawn. Is this all she wrote, Jim? There you go. GODSENT so damn happy. The ESL Pro League group stage on the other side of this one. They are so damn happy. And the boys on the desk, they're going to talk.